The cold is a personal insult. I'm convinced of it. It's not just weather, it's a targeted attack on my cheeks, designed to make me regret every life choice that led me to this moment. The paper bag in my arm, a flimsy vessel for my dinner, a single-serving frozen lasagna that promises authentic Italian flavor, a lie, we all know it's a lie, is slowly becoming a soggy, pathetic mess. All around me, the world is a Hallmark movie. Couples are nuzzling, their breath forming little heart-shaped clouds of affection. Families are laughing, their arms laden with gifts that definitely aren't from the bargain bin. It's my third Christmas alone. The first was spent in a grief-induced fog, the second in a state of numb acceptance. This third one? This one is shaping up to be a masterclass in self-pity. I moved here for my job, a fresh start. Turns out, being an introvert in a new city is less fresh start and more invisible ghost. I have no friends, no boyfriend, just me, my crippling student debt, and a romance novel addiction that is, frankly, getting concerning. My brain, the traitorous organ, decides to cue the soundtrack of every cheesy romance I've ever read. You know the drill. The klutzy but lovable girl, the fated encounter, the eyes meeting across a crowded room, the reaching for the same handmade scarf in a quaint shop, or the granddaddy of them all, the epic bump. They collide, bags fly, and in that moment of chaotic physics-defying collision, they just know. A snort of laughter escapes me. Right. In my world, bumping into a handsome stranger doesn't lead to exchanging numbers. It leads to exchanging insurance information. Honestly, at this point, the odds of me getting mugged are way higher than the odds of me magically tripping into my soulmate. As if on cue, two figures detach from the shadows of an alleyway, blocking my path. My heart doesn't even skip a beat. It just sighs, as if to say, of course. The first guy pulls out a gun and points it at me. It's a water pistol. I can see the cheap orange plastic peeking through the poorly applied black paint.
Evening.
He grunts, trying for a tough guy voice and failing miserably.
Hand over the bag.
I'm not scared. I'm just disappointed. Is this the best my city's criminal underworld can do? I look from the sad excuse for a weapon to the guy's face, and I can't help it. I think, well, if this were a romance novel, this is the part where my dashing hero would appear out of nowhere to save me. And then it happens. A figure leaps from the bottom of the fire escape above, not dropping so much as stumbling gracefully into a solid stance. He's wearing a well-fitting wool coat, but the real star of the show is the ridiculously long, chunky knit scarf looped around his neck. A gust of wind catches it, and it billows out behind him like a dramatic crimson cape.
"Unhand the lady, you knaves!"
He booms, his voice echoing with the kind of theatricality usually reserved for community theater. The muggers just stare, looking like they've just been handed a flyer for a free timeshare seminar. Before they can process the absurdity, Scarf Guy moves. It's a flurry of what I can only describe as interpretive dance. He throws a high kick that wobbles precariously, followed by a dramatic spin that makes his scarf whip around his head like a crimson lasso. He's not so much fighting as he is performing. The muggers, clearly deciding this weirdo isn't worth the trouble, scramble away like frightened pigeons. My hero turns to me, and I'm surprised to see he's actually quite handsome, with a strong jaw and kind eyes that are currently blazing with theatrical intensity. He takes my hand, the one clutching my sad, damp dinner, and brings it to his lips for a surprisingly gentle kiss.
"Are you unharmed, my fair maiden?"
He asks, his voice now a low, velvety purr. I just nod, my brain still buffering. This is too much. He straightens up, his eyes locking with mine, and a look of pure, unadulterated awe washes over his face. And now, I think, my inner monologue dry as a desert, he's going to say he fell in love with me at first sight.
It's you!
He breathes, right on cue.
I have waited my entire life for this moment. From the second I saw your face illuminated by the street lamp's glow, I knew. My soul, it recognizes yours. I am irrevocably in love with you.
The snow keeps falling. A car passes, tires crunching. My brain short-circuits. I choke, on air, on the sheer, unadulterated audacity of it all. A hysterical, slightly unhinged bubble of laughter escapes my lips. It's not a giggle, it's a full-bodied, cackling laugh of pure disbelief. Scarfman looks utterly crushed.
You laugh, but our love is written in the stars.
I'm sorry, I gasp, wiping a tear from my eye. This is just a lot. I just remembered I have to, walk my cat. Yes, very important. I back away slowly, clutching my lasagna like it's a shield. Thank you for the performance, but I really must go. I turn and practically sprint, not walking, but fleeing the scene of the crime. I don't look back, but I can hear his tragic cry echoing down the street.
Wait, do not forsake me. At least grant me your name, your number, my celestial love.
I keep running until I'm several blocks away, my lungs burning and my mind racing. I lean against a brick wall, trying to process the utter madness. This is insane. The thought about being mugged. The mugging. The thought about a hero. The hero. The thought about the love confession. The confession. It's a chain of events so ludicrous, so perfectly cliché, it can't be real. Unless my thoughts have power. Maybe this is my superpower. A slow, mischievous grin spreads across my face. If this is my new superpower, I need to test it. Okay, what to wish for? This is a big one. Can't waste a potential cosmic wish on something stupid like a lifetime supply of cheese. Although, that's not a bad backup plan. All right, universe, let's get down to business. First things first, money. It's the most logical, most practical choice. $1 million. No, 5 million. Yeah, 5 million sounds better. I could pay off my soul-crushing student loans, buy an apartment that doesn't have a mysterious draft in the living room, and maybe, just maybe, upgrade from frozen lasagna to the fresh stuff. It's the sensible, responsible adult wish. But then there's the whole love of my life thing. Ugh, it's so messy. It requires emotional effort and having to share my snacks. But a little voice in my head whispers, it would be nice to have someone to laugh at my terrible jokes with, and to reach things on the top shelf without me climbing on the counter like a gremlin. Okay, let's weigh the pros and cons. Money, buys pizza, doesn't leave the toilet seat up, can't ghost you. Love provides warm fuzzies, might steal my covers, requires remembering anniversaries. This is a tough one. It's like choosing a heating pad and a puppy. Both have their merits. Wait a minute, who says I have to choose? I'm a modern woman. I multitask. I can have a career and, well, I could have a social life if I wanted one. So why can't I have love and money? It's not greedy, it's efficient. It's the 2-for-1 special of cosmic wishes. That's it, the ultimate wish, the jackpot combo. I don't just want the love of my life, I want the love of my life who is also, you know what? Ridiculously, inconveniently handsome and filthy rich. The kind of rich whose casual weekend outfit costs more than my car. The kind of handsome that makes you forget your own name. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, universe, here we go. Eyes squeezed shut, I focus every ounce of my being on this wish. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. I get all the way to 30 Mississippi, my brow furrowed in what I imagine is profound cosmic concentration. The universe, in response, offers up the sound of a dog barking at a squirrel and a very loud argument about a stolen parking spot. Right, I'm an idiot. I let out a self-deprecating sigh. Of course, it was all a coincidence, I say out loud, shaking my head at my own foolishness. I really thought I was going to bump into a handsome, rich man who is the love of my... Before I can finish the word life, my body collides with something solid. Or rather, someone. I stumble backward, my feet slipping on a patch of ice, and my lasagna goes flying. I'm about to follow it when a strong hand grips my arm, steadying me.
Whoa there! Are you all right?
A deep, smooth voice asks. I look up and up. The man holding my arm is a work of art. Perfectly styled gray hair, a jawline that could cut glass, and eyes the color of warm whiskey. He's wearing a wool coat that probably costs more than my rent, and he smells like money and pine trees. He is, without a doubt, the most handsome man I have ever seen in person. My brain is screaming. It worked! It actually worked! My powers are real! Before I can form a coherent sentence, a woman's voice cuts through the air, sharp and laced with theatrical poison.
Darling, what is taking so long? We're going to be late for our reservation.
I turn to see a stunning woman approaching, her arms crossed. She looks me up and down, a flicker of something unreadable in her eyes before she turns her gaze to the man beside me.
Oh,
She says, her voice dripping with saccharine sweetness.
I see you're busy, making new friends.
The handsome man, my potential soulmate, immediately lets go of my arm.
Isabella, please. It was an accident. I bumped into her.
The woman, Isabella, raises a perfectly sculpted eyebrow.
Did you now? You seem to be bumping into a lot of things tonight. First that emergency work call, and now this.
My heart sinks. The girlfriend. Of course. A man that handsome wouldn't be single. And it's not like they're going to break up over me. I'm already preparing my escape, ready to slip away and let them have their dramatic, private moment. But then, Isabella looks directly at me, and a slow, mischievous smile spreads across her face.
You know,
She says, her voice laced with theatrical drama.
I'm starting to think you're not satisfied with just me, darling. Maybe I should just end things right here, right now.
My blood runs cold. No, 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 not again. My thought is becoming reality. I am the catalyst for a public breakup. This is a nightmare. I have to go, I stammer, grabbing my lasagna and backing away. I'm so sorry. Please, pretend I was never here. I turn and flee, not caring that I look like a crazy person. I just need to get away from the supernatural chaos my thoughts seem to be unleashing on the world.